Imagine you just made your first $1 million. How do you feel? Satisfied? Free? At peace? Now imagine you made your second million, your fifth, your 100th. Here's what nobody tells you. The number doesn't matter, because for most people who reach the top, the feeling never comes, the hunger never stops, and the question nobody wants to ask is, why? In 2021, researchers at Purdue University analyzed data from 1.7 million people across 164 countries. They were trying to find the exact point, the specific income level at which money stops making people happier. What they found shocked even the scientists. There was a number, and it was far lower than anyone expected. After around $95,000 a year, more money didn't just stop helping. In many cases, it made people feel worse. Psychologists call it the hedonic treadmill. It's the tendency for humans to return to a baseline level of happiness, no matter what happens to them. Win the lottery? Within a year, most lottery winners report being no happier than before. Buy the luxury car you dreamed about for 10 years? Within 3 months, it's just your car. The brain adapts, the thrill fades, and the mind starts looking for the next thing. This isn't a character flaw, it's biology. Neuroscientists have found that the brain's dopamine system is wired not for satisfaction, but for pursuit. Dopamine spikes when you're chasing something. When you get it, the spike drops. The brain isn't built to enjoy a rival. It's built to keep moving. And for people with access to unlimited resources, that treadmill never stops. There's a second force at work, one that's even more powerful than adaptation. It's called social comparison. And the richer you get, the more dangerous it becomes. When you earn $95,000 a year, you compare yourself to your neighbors. But when you're worth $500 million, your neighbors are billionaires. Your reference point shifts. Suddenly, your private jet feels like a bus. Your mansion feels like a studio apartment. The goalposts don't just move, they disappear. At the very top, the game doesn't end. It just gets lonelier. Because when you're the richest person in every room, you stop having peers. You stop having rivals you can respect. You stop having friends who knew you before the money. You become a category of one. And a category of one is the loneliest place in the world. For many ultra-wealthy individuals, money stops being a tool and becomes an identity. The net worth becomes the self-worth. And when your entire sense of who you are is tied to a number on a screen, you can never let it stop growing. Because if the number falls, you don't just lose money, you lose yourself. Beneath the ambition, beneath the drive, beneath the relentless accumulation, psychologists often find one thing: fear. Fear of going back. Fear of being ordinary. Fear of irrelevance. Many of the world's most powerful people grew up with very little. And no matter how much they accumulate, some part of the brain never fully believes it's safe. The wealth grows, but the fear doesn't leave. Howard Hughes was once the richest man in America. He owned airlines, movie studios, entire casinos, and yet, in the final years of his life, he lived alone in a darkened hotel room, terrified of germs, unable to leave, untouched by human contact. He had built an empire, and it had swallowed him whole. The man who had everything had nothing he actually wanted. Then there is John D. Rockefeller, once the wealthiest person in modern history. By 53, he was suffering from exhaustion and illness so severe he could barely eat. His doctors told him, "Slow down or die." So he stopped. He began giving money away, billions of it, and something strange happened. He started to recover. He lived to 97. The man who found peace wasn't the one who accumulated. It was the one who let go. Research suggests that enough is less about a number and more about a relationship. People who define enough by experiences, relationships, and autonomy report far higher life satisfaction than those who define it by net worth. The problem is that our culture worships the scoreboard. We're trained to count, and counting never ends. The richest people in the world are not proof that money brings happiness. They are proof of what happens when the pursuit of more becomes the only thing left. The hunger isn't a bug in the system. It is the system. And until you decide what enough means to you on your own terms, the treadmill keeps running. Welcome to Greed Index. We'll see you next week.